Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Beth. I go by the username Be More Creative, both here on FlossTube and on Instagram. So we are here with the July freebies on the 7th, the August freebies on the 17th release. And as I said in the previous freebie, which was World Cross Stitch Day, I hope you managed to get that chart. It's still available on the channel if you check out the FlossTube Extra. I am pre-recording it, so currently for me it is the 12th of June. So if I'm not mentioning anything that has happened recently, if I look completely different, if the hair dye has washed out, if the background is different, that is the reason why I am currently on I will be on annual leave at the time that you see this. We have another summer school that comes in and takes over our summer school, so I have to pack up and move out, which is why I'm pre-recording this series, because I wanted to make sure I had it all ready to go, so no matter what I was up to this summer, I could have pieces to release to you guys, because I love the support that I get from you, and I want to make sure I continue to give back. So let's jump in, and I have to say this is probably my favorite finish of 2024 so far. I don't know what it is about this piece. When I was creating it, I had no idea what I was going to do. I really wasn't enjoying the finish, and I just kept going through it, and now it is one of my favorite pieces. So you had a little sneaky peek of this one back in June. Well, it was earlier in June. Because this is the one that I have finished on the B&M wooden soap tray that was £2.50, and it is called Making Memories. So this is making memories one stitch at a time. I have based this off of the chart that I released at the Big Stitch event that will be released on my channel next year. You probably would have seen that by now in, hopefully I did a Big Stitch retreat video. I'm not going to say I've definitely done one because I haven't even gone to the event yet. I'm still looking forward to it. But I did create a chart that I gave away for people there. Actually, because I can now, I'm going to show you the chart. So I actually had this printed, and I am super proud of this. This is my first piece that I've ever had printed. I'm not going to be doing them regularly, but I thought everyone gives away table gifts and things like that at the retreat, and this is the piece I gave away. So I have based this month's freebie off of this one. So Making Memories one stitch at a time. So this piece is 44 by 47 as a stitch count. I have used 4 DMC colours, and it is stitched on 16 count French lace permin. So I've been using a lot of Witchell fabric. This is so it's 16 count. It's a little bit of a stiffer fabric than I normally use, but I absolutely love this colour, and it's completely washed out in this light. It is more of like a green, like a very, very light green grey colour. It is absolutely gorgeous. It's not white, but it's neutral enough that it shows off all the colours really nicely. And this one just kind of made itself. Sometimes with charts I have an idea and I really work hard to get that idea that I have in my head down in chart format. And this one was probably one of the first ones where I was just randomly creating, and then this kind of came together on its own. So really enjoyed creating it. Finishing, so these are finished in 2 circles. My circles aren't 100% perfect, so don't look too closely at that. But I did add a couple of layers of felt between underneath the stitching, but also underneath the fabric, which is the gingham green at the back. Now it did look a little bit too small for this dish, this soap dish, but I actually love the soap dish and I really wanted to use it, so I just grabbed some sari ribbon, which I tend to always have sari ribbon in my stash. Before I even really started stitching or using things like that, I went to a fair and ended up picking up some sari ribbon just because I thought it was so gorgeous on its own that I had it as a display piece, and now I'm actually using that. So I have two different hand dyed saris. I have like an orangey red and a green. Yes, the same wooden spools as the June freebie, as the World Cross Stitch piece. They're back again. So pretty much most of the packet has been used now. These were from the range a while ago. I'm not even sure if they're still available. I will see if I can find a link, because I did notice that when I was in the range the other day I couldn't see them, so I need to see if they're still available. If they're not, I'm really sorry. I obviously am doing this in June. I didn't think about that part of my finishing. But I have just used random threads from the pot on my desk. So I literally have a thread pot. These are all the ones that I need to put away. And it's just when I finished a project, if I'm not in the mood to put everything away, I just stick it in the basket. And then when the basket gets full, I just put everything away at the same time. I've then used the Hobbycraft smaller size wired ribbon. I absolutely love this stuff. I use this on a lot of my finishes. I have wrapped sari ribbon around it. I did the green in the middle and the orange on both sides. I've then done a covered button in the same fabric that I've done at the back, and then the little scissors, I don't know where my friend got them. She bought them for my birthday last year. I hadn't used them, and when I was tidying up my room, starting to pack, I found them. So I added them onto World Cross Stitch, and I added them onto this one, and I think they look absolutely gorgeous. So I think I've already given you the stats for this one. As I said, this is probably my favourite finish. I absolutely love it. This is a wooden soap dish that I picked up from B&M for £2.50. It just makes a perfect finishing piece. I did go back to B&M today, which is the 12th of June, and I have picked up a few more because I think they'd be fun for Christmas pieces as well, but anytime all year round. It's just a gorgeous wooden piece. I didn't actually do anything to it except for plonk the stuff on the top and glue it to it. So you could, if you wanted, do magnets in them, but because this piece is just so cheap of a finishing piece, I'm just gluing my pieces directly on it. I've glued the bobbins on, and that is that. So I really hope you enjoy stitching this piece. If you do, please do share it with me, tag me on social media so I can see your finishes, and let's stitch one memory at a time all together. So the chart can be found down in the description box below. Please feel free to stitch from stash, change the colours. If you don't like the colours used, change them to colours that suit your style or suit your room. And I would love to see your stitched pieces. If you haven't already, please do subscribe to the channel. I really would like to continue growing this channel, and I would love to start releasing more things and work on more different varieties of things. So if you have ideas of things that you would like to see in a freebies on the 17th series at some point, please do feel free to leave the comment down below. I've had so many amazing suggestions recently that it's just inspired my creativity so much, and I absolutely love it. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all next time. Happy stitching. Bye guys.